Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats of all ages, to Oxygen Not Included. This is a building base management, resource management, pretty much forget all time game. You'll get addicted to this. It's extraordinarily addictive. Let's go ahead and get started here. Let's go ahead and start on No Sweat this playthrough. And as you can see, there are different little asteroids to start on. Each one of these asteroids has, its own set of particular qualities. Like this one's cold, this one's got a lot of water, this one's like arborea, probably trees and such. We're going to start on the standard basic asteroid. And first thing we're going to do, go to game settings. I am going to go ahead and put the default and hunger back up to normal. We'll go ahead and leave durability on to indestructible. We'll play around with that later in a later time. Stress is fine. Morale's fine. Care packages, you'll see what those are. If you're a new player, I'm going to be explaining things like you're a new player because obviously when I started playing, I wanted to watch people actually do stuff and figure out how to do stuff. So we'll talk about everything in the game. Stress reactions are on. Sandbox mode is for, it's for different trying stuff out. We're not going to be using those tools at this time. So we'll close that, and let's go ahead and randomize everything. Oh, I don't know. Let's spin the wheel, and it's going to stop right there. If you'd like to play along and use the same map that I'm using, you can enter these numbers in right here in the world gen seed, like so. And that will get you the same asteroid that we're going to be working on. Let's go get started. The game is, think about it like comic book graphic style art. It's a two-dimensional cutaway of base building. It's pretty cool how they came up with the idea. Alrighty, we start off with 3 duplicants. And you can select 3 duplicants, and each one has skills that they're interested in. Each one has, they have some traits that they're good at, or not good at. They're positive traits, and they also have negative traits. Some negative traits are worse than others. We're going to be selecting 3 duplicates. You can randomize like this. And try to find a duplicate if you want. Like that, like that, like that. And to see if you like anyone, the other way to do it is to hit this little arrow and select, I want a digger. So this fellow here, Stinky, he is level 8 excavator. He does have Molan, so he's really good at digging. But he has irritable bowel, so he takes longer to use the bathroom. I'm not interested in that. Digging and supplying. These two, they're okay together. They're not bad. Some skills go well together and some don't. Grease Monkey would not really apply too much to this specific duplicate. And then you see as they have more traits, they only get +1. So digging, suit wearing, and mole hands plus supplying, so a little stronger for this duplicate. Here's a really bad trait never to take, mouth breather. You never want that. And let's, I'm just going to stop right there. I'm going to be selecting different duplicates, but we've got a digger. I want a rancher. And then we also want a researcher, which we did get just by particular randomness. This Camille here is level 5 scientist, really good. Suit wearing +3, so she's 30% faster when she's running around. And a gourmet, I don't really like gourmets in the early game, but I'll take it with this good. She does have critter aversion, so she is not going to be very good at animal husbandry, but that's okay. I'm not going to ask her to be a rancher. She's good at researching. So I'll be back in just a moment. I'm going to select the 2 duplicates here, and then we'll continue on. All right, we've got our 3 duplicates. We've got Catalina here, digging and building, +4 excavation and 4 construction. These 2 traits are very good together. Iron Gut, she is immune to food poisoning. She is a plant murderer, but that's okay. We're not going to ask her to do any type of farming. We have a Marie here who's a rancher, level 8 husbandry. She is germ resistant and a small bladder. Not a big deal. And of course, we already know Camille, but we're not done. We need to rename our duplicates. You know, these names won't suffice. This shall be Ginger, and then right here we got Marianne, and I bet you can guess the Professor. There we go. You can also name your colony. And let's see if they have any clever names for us. I'm not going to spend too long doing this, but let's see. Acidic dysopia. No. No. We're not hip. We're sneezing dump. No. Okay, here. We'll change this. The festering abyss. How about that? All right, welcome to the festering abyss. There we go. I've awoken at the target location, but colonization efforts have already hit a hitch. I was supposed to land on the planet's surface, but became trapped many miles underground instead. Although conditions are not ideal, it's imperative I establish a colony here and beginning mounting efforts to escape. Okay. Oh, yeah, lots of stuff going on. Let's get started. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to explain things. I'm going to do a lot of explanation in this specific start. And let's just start up at the There's just a lot of information to go through. So let's get started. The best way to do it is one thing at a time. So let's start up here, top corner. This is our day-night cycle, and you can see we've already got a good start here. We have 3 duplicates. There's the 3 duplicates right there. They have 5% stress. They just did. They get shoved through a printing pod. That probably be a little stressful. Nobody's sick. We have 16,000 calories. Now, each duplicate here, they eat 1,000 calories a day on the settings that we're using. So 3 times 1,000 is 3,000. And you take 16,000 divided by 3,000. That's like, about 42 days of food or something like that. Then we have our days, excuse me, we have our speeds. We're currently paused, and they have slow speed, medium, and fast. I'll be playing on slow as we go through the first part of the game. Then we'll kick it up to fast speed, probably be playing on that most of the game. Right here we have red alert. And use in case of emergency. They will ignore going to the bathroom, taking breaks, and taking a nap. If you use this, it does cause stress. We will deal with stress. Yeah, I'll be using this from time to time. Don't use it in case it's, you don't want to leave the thing on. It's not good. Next, we have our vitals. These show you a little bit about the duplicates. I don't use this very much. What I usually use it for, if I need to find a duplicate, let's say I'm looking over here and they're off somewhere in La La Land doing something. Let's say I need to find Ginger. Just double click. It'll take you right to the duplicate. And that leads us to the next thing. You can click on a duplicate to see what they're good at. Their status, their bio, what they are, their skills, what they're good at, science, athletics, -3 husbandry. Got any germs on them? These are their resistances and properties, their carrying capacity, their bathroom use speed, food morale bonus, decor morale bonus, and so on and so forth. You can look at all this. It's pretty neat stuff that you can look at. Next, we have consumables right here. You can tell your duplicates to eat a certain thing if you want, like that. Ginger is not allowed to eat meal ice. Everybody else is, but you can't eat that. The professor can't eat nutrient bars, and Marianne is not allowed to eat bristleberries. You can tell all your duplicates to not eat something, or you can tell them all to eat something. Just like that. You'll use this from time to time if you want to clear out some food in your map, or save a certain type of food and not let them eat a certain type of food. Let's go to the schedule. We'll be setting up lots of schedules in the game. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to do this. And we're going to give them 2 hours. I'm sorry. 2 hours of bedtime and 2 hours of rest time. So this is downtime. And then we have bedtimes. Okay. How the duplicates work is, if you could click on one of them right here. Where is their... Here you go. Their stamina. Okay. Duplicates, when they go to bed, they will stay in bed until their stamina is replenished at 100%. So, giving them additional bedtimes... Oops. Giving them additional bedtimes doesn't matter. If they go to bed on time, it's fine. You don't have to worry about it. If they get to bed late, let's say the professor gets to bed at this time right here, she'll go ahead and sleep through the morning. It's not like us in real life where you have to wake up and go to work, even though you've been out partying, till 3 in the morning. You still got to go to work, at 7 o'clock. So she will stay in bed until she's fully rested. Then she'll get up and start working. That's how the mechanics work. Next, we're going to go to priorities. Priorities used to confuse me a little bit, so let me try to explain this in a way that I kind of mentally figured out. There are 2 types of priorities. One are base priorities. Base priorities have everything to do with your base itself. We haven't built the base yet, but we're going to have to use our pretend imagination for a moment, okay? So everything you can see right now here are 5s, right? This is all 5. That's pretty much the default. And you can set things for 1s. So let's go priority 1. There you go. You can set that for a priority 1. Like that. You can set this for a priority 9. And that means if a duplicate has the ability to do this, has the ability to do something with this on a priority 9, they will. Now there's an exception to that. The exception is their individual priorities. So let's say I wanted them to go harvest this muck root. Let's go harvest. Where's my harvest? Harvest this one right here. 2, 3, like that. Okay? I want them to harvest those. And let's make these a 9. Okay? Like that. The duplicate's individual priority will outweigh the base priority. So we know that Ginger is our driller. She likes to drill. Right here. Excavation and construction. So if I set her digging and building like this, she'll ignore, and then I say, I want you to go harvest this stuff. That. You can't see it. But she'll ignore that. She'll ignore that command. Why? Her individual priority outweighs the base priority. And that is a good thing. You want your duplicates to specialize. You don't want your diggers to be going around harvesting plants. That's a job for your farmer. You don't want your diggers to go mopping up liquids. That's a job for your runners. You don't want your researcher to go, do stuff that they shouldn't be doing. So you want to have, you want to specialize. So let's set this up here. So we have Ginger, who's good at digging and building, and we want her to do those. And then we have the professor. She's good at researching and cooking for some reason. Oh yeah, she has that skill, cuisine or whatever. That's fine. So researching. We want her researching. Marianne, she's our rancher, but we really don't have anything for her to ranch right now, so we're just going to go ahead and leave her priorities alone. We'll come back to that later. All you have to remember is that your individual priorities, these here, outweigh your base. If you're still a little confused, you'll see that in action here in a few minutes as I start to drill out the map. But let's keep going for a minute. I know it's kind of hard to visualize a little bit, but you'll see it. You'll see it working. Skills. Skills. These are the skills that they have. So you can see that Ginger here likes digging and building. She wants to do that. Every time you give your duplicate something that they like to do, they gain a morale bonus for it. See? 3 bars of morale, 1 bar of need. And every one of these cost 1 need. We can tell Ginger that she's gonna, learn art fundamentals. She's fine with that. But it costs you morale to do. So just remember, you want to specialize your duplicates. Every duplicate has a specialty, and it's very good to do that. It's you don't call a plumber to do electric work on your house, right? You call an electrician. Same, and that's what you want to do. You want to make sure your duplicates are good at what they like to do. Marianne, of course, is our rancher. She has to learn farming first. And these cost 1 bar of morale, no matter what it is. These cost 3. and these cost 6 on the farther, and these are even more. It was like 9 or something. Advanced skills there. So just remember 1, 3, and 6. Now you say, well, what happens if their morale need exceeds their current morale? Well, what happens is they get stressed out. And this stress is easy to deal with in this game, even on hard settings. Well, we'll get through that. You'll see it in action. We're not doing any research. The star map is not accessible to us right now. You can look at little reports and such to see what's going on. These are pretty neat. I'll look at those from time to time, show you what they're all about. And then what do we have next? Oh, yeah, we have the database. If you want to look at something, and I'll use this from time to time as well. You want to look at some plants. You want to see, hey, how does the balm lily grow? Well, it grows. It takes 12 cycles to grow. It needs to be in a warm temperature from 95 to 185. It needs to have 150 grams minimum, and it likes to be in a chlorine environment. And it gives us balm lily seed. And it has a lovely bloom with medicinal properties. So you can learn a little bit about the items. Here's a bristle blossom. Life cycle, wild growth, 24 cycles. And if you domesticate it, it takes 6 cycles, but it needs water. It also needs light, atmosphere, oxygen, polluted oxygen, or carbon dioxide. It needs air pressure, and here's the body temperature it needs to be. It also needs to be in an illuminated area. And here you go. See, this one's stifled right now. It's not growing. These little shine bugs, they're helping these things grow. Naturally. Life cycle, illumination is getting, it's currently lit. So these little guys, yeah, they're helping these fellows grow. And that's how that works. Okay, let's take a look at our overlays. Here's the oxygen overlay. This shows where oxygen is in the base. This is breathable gas. This is carbon dioxide. It's a non-breathable gas. There should be some hydrogen. Oh, here's some chlorine. There's some hydrogen. There's more carbon dioxide, more chlorine. I don't see any polluted oxygen yet. Well, we'll be coming across different gases as we go through. Your duplicates are like people. They need to breathe. You know, oxygen is not included in the game. So we're going to have to produce it eventually. But there's plenty of oxygen all over the place right now. That'll change. We'll have to, as they breathe in, they'll breathe out, you know, just like the song, breathe in, breathe out. So we'll have carbon. We'll have to deal with carbon dioxide. We have to deal with chlorine, and so on and so forth. This is our power overlay. We don't have any power right now, so we're powerless. Here's our temperature map. This shows where the hot areas are. This is it's a kind of nice biome right now. Yeah, that's going to change. It's nice and green right now, yeah, but let me tell you, we're going to warm this place up pretty quick. And you have to keep an eye on your temperature because plants, if you're growing plants, they can only exist in certain temperatures. Remember, we looked at these different plants, and the balm lily can grow up here. It's perfectly fine for it to grow. It's a nice hot environment. It's growing in chlorine. But if we were to try to take one of these mealwood seeds right here, mealwood, and try to grow it up here, it would not grow. It can exist in oxygen, polluted oxygen, or carbon dioxide, and there's its temperature range, 50 to 86. Well, it's 111 over here. A little toasty, you know, a little toasty. Next, we have our materials overlay. Now, this looks like it's a bunch of craziness. However, all you need to do, click on whatever you want to find. There's metals, minerals, filtration medium, that's sand, consumable ores, organics, cultivatable soil, gases, and liquids. And the two that I use the most are gases and liquids. I will be using these quite often. The next thing we have is light. You can see there's a lot of light in this area. That's because of these little shine bugs. Light duplicates like to be in a well-lit work environment. So you have to remember that. Next we have plumbing. We have no pipes or anything, so we're plumbeless. Ventilation, no vents. Yeah, we're ventless. Decor, it's nice and pretty right now. All these plants are pretty and the lights are pretty. And it's kind of pretty over here. That's going to change. I'm going to say that right now. It's going to change. We're going to wreck this place. Germs. Germs are a thing in this game. One of the things you want to do early on, click on that. You don't need to disinfect stuff. It's a myth. No such thing as germs. Germs do exist. There are two types of germs. There are airborne pathogens, the ones that go in the air, and there are surface germs. Surface germs include food poisoning germs. Let's go back to the germ overlay, in fact. So you have food poisoning. Those exist on the surface of items like this printing pod or this ration box. So the duplicates, if they get it on the ration box or the printing pod, and then they eat some food with the food poisoning germs on it, they can get sick. Slime lung is it's an airborne pathogen. So if they breathe that in, they can get slime lung disease. And then zombie spores exist in actually both. They'll exist in a liquid and they'll exist in the air as well. And then this one's pretty nasty too. So yeah, they have some negative effects. They're not too bad though. And then we have farming overlay. I never use this. I never check on. This just tells you when the plants will be ready for harvest. And then we have our room overlay. These are different rooms that we can build. And we'll get into that as we build out the base. And every room has a little bonus to them and so on and so forth. Next we have the diagnostics. This is pretty neat. I rarely look at it. But it's available. Resources. We only have 2 resources right now. But that'll change as we get more. And you can customize and see which resources, and you can find the resources that you want. Let's move on down here. We have the dig, cancel, and deconstruct. I would hotkey these buttons or set up a hotkey that you want. You're going to be doing a lot of digging, a lot of canceling, and a lot of deconstructing. When you're deconstructing, you can set these for let me deconstruct everything, or buildings, or gas pipes, whatever it is that you want to deconstruct. But again, hotkey these or learn the hotkeys. It will save you a lot of time from going down here and clicking. Priorities, so we've already covered that. We can set different priorities. Say I want a dig command on a level 9. There's a level 9 dig, and I can also set up a level 1 dig, like that. And you can set up priorities for different things. You can see this is a 5. So let's go to the priority screen. Here's a 7. I want this on a 7, like that. And that'll stay a 7. Okay. Cancel there, and a cancel there. We also have some minor commands here. Disinfecting, move debris into storage, attack critters, mop up liquids, capture critters, harvest plants, and extract pipe contents, which I never use. We have our building commands down here, and, well, we can't build anything right now. The reason why, well, we don't have any materials. There's no materials available for us to build anything with. How do we get materials? Well, I'm glad you asked that. The world is our oyster. That's right. Everything in this world, except for one thing, has a use and function. This algae has a use. Copper, that's for copper wiring and copper buildings. We have dirt, which is used for farming. We've got sand. It's a filtration medium. We've got this sandstone. We've got granite, igneous rock. There's sedimentary rock around here. There's all kinds of goodies that we get to dig up, rip apart, tear this world apart, and use for however we want to use it for. That's the game. We get to tear this place apart and rebuild it as we see fit. So, having said that, let's go ahead and get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to start digging. Oh, yes, the other thing is you want to know where your water is in the early game. So I see 3 pockets of water. Is there any up here? No. We might have any more. We might have some more. So I know I have access to 3 pockets of water. That's good. Sometimes you'll have more water than this, and sometimes you'll have less. And they'll be in different pockets, or they'll be in one big pocket somewhere. And you're going to need we're going to need access to this water at some point, which is going to become very very soon. Let's go ahead and drill this area out like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig underneath the plants, like so. Instead of digging out the plant like this, it's much faster to dig underneath the plant and to get rid of the tile it's on than digging the plant out. It takes longer to do a drill to a harvest command on that plant than rather digging out the tile. So let's let the duplicates get to work. And you'll get little notifications right here. We've got no outhouse built, no oxygen generation built. We'll be taking care of some of that today. All right, we now have some sandstone. We have 5 tons of it. Let's give the game a quick pause because we want to do some building as well. We have access to 2 pockets of water within our reach. This one and this one. It's going to depend on which one we want to do. I always tend to go for the closest one in the early game. And then, yeah, so we're going to need access to this. We've got some buildings that require water to use. So, but before I try to get to this, what I want to do is I want to set my base up. So we're going to build some tile floors. You do that by clicking on right here. 1, 2, 3, like that. And you can add tiles to the ground just like that. You got a whole string them if you want. You can build, you know, however you want. It's up to you. And so we've added 3 blocks. There's a shortcut that you can use. Click on something that you've already built. In this case, we have sandstone tiles. Press the B key, and it will bring up that building using that very material that you've used. So sandstone, floor, and eventually we'll have other materials here. Be careful when you're doing this. Careful when you're copying, because the game will select the item out of the item that you made it. It will build it out of the item that you have previously made it. So let's say I don't want this floor made out of sandstone. I want to make it out of granite. You know, I don't have access to granite right now, but I'd have to select it. You'll see me doing that quite a bit in the future. So that's your shortcut for that. Let's see. 2. I'm going to add 1 more little block here. Then I'm going to skip a tile here. Put a ladder down. And then we're going to put in a block there. Like I said, we need access to this water, so what we're going to do is we're going to build this ladder down to here, like so. And I'm going to tell the duplicates to dig on the side, just like this. I don't want to dig this block out right here. That would be bad. I don't think the water would flow out. It shouldn't flow out. It should stay right where it is. Don't fall out. I think it's be fine. But we're going to keep this block here. And we're just going to let the duplicates work. There's little videos and stuff you can watch, little tutorials. Oh, there's a hatch right there. This guy's a critter. They eat dirt and rocks and sand, and then they poop out coal, just like he did. He just pooped out some coal, just like that. We have 70 kilograms of coal. We have lots of dirt, a bunch of sandstone. And we'll continue to gain access to resources as we dig. Yep, there's just another little hatch. Oh, here's a bristle blossom. This one's harvest ready. Enable auto harvest. We'll get some free food there. Oh, if we look on the germ overlay, this bristle blossom is producing floral scent. So it's very good. The duplicates like the smell of floral. Oh, here comes the professor. She just dropped off some food, some muckroot. That's this stuff right here. Here comes the professor. She's going to harvest the bristle blossom. And you see how this does take some time. There we go. We got some bristleberry. 1,600 calories. This little guy, shine bugs, they eat bristleberries. And we just took his food away from him. Meanies. Bunch of meanie faces. All right. In order to get so we now have the ability to get to this water. We need to access the water. We need to be able to drill the water out or get the water. So we're going to build a pitcher pump right there. Well, let me give the game a pause again because they finished these orders. The next thing we need to do is we need to build some outhouses for the ladies. The ladies, well, they need to, they need to use the bathroom. They need to wash their hair and do their makeup. I'm not making fun. I wash my hair and do my makeup every day. That's not true. I don't have any hair. So we're going to build some 4 wash basins. And 1, 2. I'm going to skip this one and build it right here. This is oxalite. This is our early game oxygen. And it off gases. You see little bubbles coming out of it? That provides us oxygen. And one of the things you have to be careful is your duplicates, they will try to murder each other actively. They'll try to kill each other. Oh, this guy's just having a bad day. He just fell into the water. He disappeared. Let's make that a 7. See how Ginger stopped what she was doing? She built this, and then she came over to do this, to get this built. There we go. Even though she could build this outhouse, she stopped. And let's drill this out. Now, do we have any copper? Yes, we do. We have a little bit of copper. Yep, there's some right there. Let's go ahead and build some doors. Build 2 doors like this. And then we'll build 2 more doors on this side. There we go. We got some water. And there we go. We got our wash basins done. Okay. So you can see the little blue section here. That means there's water in this little tube. And as they wash their hands, this water level will decrease and it'll get filled up by polluted water. We'll have to deal with polluted water as well. Now, these little arrows, this tells your duplicates which direction to wash their hands. Now, do you wash your hands when you go into the bathroom to go to the bathroom? No, you wash your hands when you leave the bathroom. So we want to set the direction to the right. You can copy those settings and paste them just like that. You don't have to do that to every one. And to copy the settings, you can just click on copy or the / button. We're building some doors here, and it may look a little odd. Why are you building 2 doors on top of one another? And it has to do with airflow in the base. We want the air to flow across the base neatly. And I'm going to build a floor here like this, and then we're going to tell the duplicates to drill this out, this, that. Ginger looks a little confused, but sometimes there we go. There we go. You guys want to go ahead and build this, please? This outhouse. Let's put that on 7. Ginger should finish that up. Maybe. Oh, no, Marianne's got it. You can see the building takes quite a while, especially if they're not very good at it. Marianne, taking a while to build. These ladders, it also has to do with the mass of an item. This is 100 kilograms. The mass of this. It also has to do with the type of building that you're trying to build. A complex building is going to take longer than a building that's not complex. Oh, yes, back to doors. Why did I put doors on top of one another? Again, it has to do with airflow in the base. We want our air to flow across the base. You don't need to put 2 doors on top of each other. In fact, some of the rooms that I build won't have 2 doors on top of each other. Most of them will. But you can perfectly just, pretend this door wasn't here. You could do that and create a wall if you need to. And we will be doing that. Now, Professor hasn't... they can't do anything right now. Duplicates require 2 spaces. They're 2 tiles tall, 1 and 2. So Ginger can't do anything. Professor can't do anything. We have to drill this little tile up right there. Boom. And now they can climb up. See how that works? We're going to be using that mechanic. It's going to be dinner time here pretty soon. Oh, let's go ahead and open these doors. Like that. The doors don't need to be open, they just need to exist. Doors help you define rooms. Oh, we may as well just drill this out while we're at it. I don't expect. Yeah, they're gonna go to dinner here pretty soon. So we won't get this room done, and that's okay. That's fine. They got the bathrooms done. That's the important part. There they go. Yeah, picking up. Marianne saw that bristleberry. It's terrible quality 0 versus a nutrient bar, which is grizzly, and then muckroot is grizzly. So duplicates will eat the good food first, and then they'll eat the bad food. Oh, they went and used the bathroom. They're washing their hands to leave. Marianne still needs to wash her hands, so let's go wash. Let's go watch here. There she goes. She's got a little bathroom icon. She's going to use the bathroom here. And then if we go on the germs, you can see she's got germs on her. And she goes to wash her hands. There you go. All done. And then she'll leave. And we got this nice floral scent everywhere. Now the duplicates are sleeping on the floor because they don't have any place to sleep right now. And this shine bug is keeping Ginger up. She's not going to be very well rested tomorrow. Yeah, Marianne's having the same problem. They don't have any bedrooms right now, but that's okay. That's fine. Drill that up. That is okay. So we've got all these resources here. You can see you can clear all the new ones like that. Boom. Get rid of them. We don't need to see them. There's nothing specific that I'm looking for. Oh yes, oxalate. I was talking about oxalate. Oxalate naturally off gases, and it loses mass as it does. And I like to keep this stuff around, unless it's in my way. Then I'll drill it up. And we'll go ahead and build a floor here. Like this. And I'm going to build a floor here. And I'm also going to drill this area up here. Like that. I'm going to make this a higher priority though. So we're going to make this a 6. I want this done first. Now this oxalate is in my way a little bit, but it'll be fine. We're gonna build a duplicate. We're gonna get the duplicates of bedroom. We could build a door here, like that. And then furniture. Put some cots in. One will go here. One will go there. There. Like that. Sand falls. So we need to have them dig this up or they won't be able to use the bathroom. Let's go and speed up to medium speed. Now you don't need to shut your doors in the rooms. It's like your bedroom, right? You leave your bedroom door open unless you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing in there. Right, so that's a thing. Also, we want to build a roof on here. We can drill out this. We can also extend our ladder. Oh, we're out of sandstone. We're drilling up more, it's fine. Drill this out. There we go. And the reason you don't need to build floors in the early game, okay? What you need to you don't need to build the floors in the early game. I do it for 2 reasons. Number one, this is going to be permanent for me. Okay, we're going to have permanent floors. This is where the floors are going to be anyway. So I'm not going. You know, you could drill up areas like this and not build a floor. You don't have to. I tend to build permanent floors where there's going to be a floor permanently. Just like that. Okay, that oxalite has now... Let's go ahead and make sure the bedrooms are done on a 6. Extend the ladder up. And we'll extend this out. We can also drill this out. Yeah. There we go. See a little helmet? That helmet means they can't drill up here. They can't, it's also kind of warm up there too, isn't it? They can't drill this up because we don't have somebody with a hard drilling skill. Now we have a problem. How are we going to build the roof if we can't drill this up? Well, let me show you a cool little trick. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. Let's do it now. Deconstruct that one. And deconstruct this one. Then what you do is build a ladder. Like that. Ladder. You build a ladder. Oh, whip. Really, game? Like this and like that. They can stand, once they built the ladders, they can stand. See how Professor's standing right here and she can drill these out and build these? There you go. Oh yes, I set these for harvest. That's why they're harvesting them. Oh, we have some more water over here. Very nice. Yay! Exciting stuff. Okay. The other reason, oh yes, by the way, the other reason, if you look at a tile, it gives you 25% run speed. And the duplicates are going to do a lot of running early in the game. They're going to be running around everywhere. So we want to give them that bonus of run speed while they're in the base. And that's typically why I build out the floors, or rather put floors in. We're going to drill up this area here tomorrow. Or I'd rather, maybe, no. Let's cancel that. So we're going to need we're going to need skills to drill through this. And this is a big chlorine pocket. If you look at the temperature, it's kind of warm over here. And the heat's going to start to, you can already see it starting to infiltrate the base. We want to take care of that. We want to make sure that the base does not get too hot. So we have a chlorine pocket up here. And part of the reason you drill out areas is to kind of see what's what. It looks like another, little more chlorine over there. Let's have the duplicates drill this way. Duplicates could drill 4 tiles up, but they cannot build on the 5th tile. That's why we have to build these little ladders. There you go. They've assigned themselves beds. And I don't think they can reach that one. Yep, so we'll need to build another ladder right here. And then we can get rid of that one, and we can get rid of this one. They can't reach that one, so let's go ahead and drill this out. And you'll notice our food is going up because we're finding all kinds of muck root laying around on the ground. Again, here's some sand. And I need to build a floor here anyway, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to go ahead and build this to right about there. We're also going to need to drill out up here as well. Oh, here's some meal wood. Let's go ahead and enable harvest on that one. There we go. Can you reach that one? Yeah. And we're getting food not from just these little guys, but there's little cracks. These little cracks, there's stuff in there. We don't know what it is. It could be a critter. It could be a seed. Here's some seeds that we dug up. It could be, well, it could be all kinds of stuff. We just don't know what a seed critter or what else? Seed critter or seed critter. Seed or critter. Or food, yeah. Seed critter or food. Here's some hydrogen. We want that. That's good stuff. Here's a swampy biome. Most players just call it a slime biome because that's what it is. There's slime, the slime lung. Now, slime lung exists in blocks, but you don't see any slime lung in here. It's not doing anything. If you look on the germ overlay, it's perfectly fine being in this little tile. Um, it only becomes slime lung. It only becomes airborne when you drill it up. Yeah, that's when you get access to it. Here's some polluted water. We want some. That's good stuff. We want that. Polluted like I said, everything in this game has a use. Let's go build another bathroom. Get rid of this. We'll finish up our beds here. Oh, here you go. Here, see the air flowing as they drill up. That's why we put 2 doors. So if we built here, the air could only get in through this area. It's not a big deal. It works, but for like bedrooms and bathrooms, things like that, just put 2 doors on top of one another. And now here's 2 rooms. Oh, let's build another bed here. That sound means we have another. The printing pod is active, and we might get ourselves another duplicate. Oh. We have... Okay, so remember care packages? This is a care package. So you'll get a random thing. In this case, it's rust. It's a iron oxide that forms from the breakdown of iron. It's useful in some oxygen production processes. We don't need the rust. This guy here... This guy, level 7 construction. We got this guy here. He's level 7 science. We don't need a scientist. Now, this guy I was really looking at because he's got the suit wearing and operating. These two go really well together. But he's a Luddite. So he has -3 machinery. So his +5 is really only a +2. So his skill is +3 +2. But he offsets that by early bird. So if you're to put him on a morning schedule, this would become, well, not as effective. I'd really like this guy. But this guy here, Meep, level 7 constructor, he also starts with his skill. He is a loud sleeper, but that's okay. I'll show you how to deal with this guy. We're going to print this guy out, print this little fella out. Constructors are really good. Digging and building, yeah, you want some guys that dig and build. I'll tell you that. We're gonna drill out over to here. The next thing we need to start thinking about is research. We need to start researching the place. Oh yes, since Meep here, he's a loud sleeper. We're just going to assign him that bed, and he's not going to bother anybody. Let me grab some tiles and put some tiles here. A storage bin right here. And a little bottle opener right there. All right. Oh, now we're operating right now. We have 1,600 grams of pressure in the base. That's a lot of pressure. We're doing pretty good. But that's going to go away pretty soon as well. So we're going to need to start producing our own oxygen. So how do we do that? Well, we are going to do that. And we also need to start doing some research around the place, you know. So let's get working on that. No oxygen generation built and colony requires a food source. Food source I'm not worried about. We got plenty of food. Oh, dinner time. There you go. Meal ice. Yeah, muck root, meal ice, and nutrient bars. Oh, there's another chlorine. Let's get over here. I'm going to set up some orders for tomorrow. We're going to build ourselves a research station. That's going to go right here. Oxygen. We're going to go build an oxygen diffuser right there. We're going to grab a couple storage bins. 2 right there. We'll put 1 here. Actually, we'll put 2 there. We'll need some power. So we need some manual generators. I'm going to build 3 of these. And we need some batteries. I'm going to build 4 of them. Oh, we're out of copper. That's fine. We should have some more later. Oh, we need to find some, too. So let's dig up some of this copper right here. We should have some more laying around here. Or do we have copper? Are we copper poor? We're kind of copper poor. Yeah, we don't have a lot of well, there's some up here. Carbon dioxide up there. Yeah, we don't have a lot of metals on this map. Oh, we have some, but not a whole lot. So we're going to have to be careful. Oh, there's some gold over here. Good stuff over there. Now I'm going to tell them to watch this. See this area right here? We can actually dig out these corner tiles. Now she won't be able to reach that one. See that? Too far. So cancel that one. Drill out those 2. And Ginger got herself stuck. So, there we go. Ginger, listen. 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 I need to move down here. There you go. Duplicates do that kind of crap all the time. They get themselves stuck. They try to murder one another. I'm not kidding. They actively try to do stupid things just to piss you off. Here goes Meep. Meep can get down because he can climb 2 spaces, so he's fine. They're going crazy. I know, exciting stuff. This oxalate will eventually off-gas. I'm going to put some storage bays right here. In fact, we're just going to put a couple of them up here. There we go. There's the off-gassing. Of materials. Dig up some more of this copper. I'm just checking my priorities there. Some more chlorine over here. Oh, another pocket of water. Wow, we've got a big biome to work with. Wow. Wow. Cool. Put another one of those right there. There we go. Next thing we're going to do is go over to the storage bin. We're going to put consumable organics in here. This is going to be algae. Put algae in both of those. Over here, we're going to put in agriculture. No, not agriculture. What is it? What is it? Cultivatable soil. Dirt goes in this one. Right up here in these storage buckets, we're going to put in some raw minerals in this one. I'm going to copy that and have like 4 buckets for raw minerals. Or, I'm sorry, not raw minerals. I don't want raw minerals in those. I want metal ores in these. 4. There we go. Now, they don't have any drilling orders or building orders, so you can see them going around picking up materials from the map. Let's go ahead and enable our auto harvest on that for some more free food. I have 31,000 calories with 4 duplicates. We're doing pretty good. 5 days of food. Meep's not hungry, apparently. And let's see. Oh yeah, we didn't show the snoring, did we? So he's got to run a little bit further. There he goes. He's snoring. There you go. See that? So whoever sleeps here will hear him. Let's go ahead and get our power generation set up. I'm going to hook this up like that. And then we're just going underneath the base like with these wires. And we're going to hook those up like so. We should have some copper around him here that they can pick up. Let's go and drill this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this plant is in the way. Let's talk about room sizes. So you can see me here going 5 tiles down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most players build their rooms. Oh, here's a problem. You see this fertilizer right here? That fertilizer will break under pressure. So we're going to put 2 tiles right next to the door there. And I'm going to drill down to here. Also, I'm not confident in that sand holding up. So let's go ahead and put a tile here and cancel that one. Oh, cancel this. Duplicates could drill and dig at a 45-degree angle like this. So they'll get down here and drill this out and then put a block there. So room size, I'm going to pause the game. So room sizes. Room sizes, most players build their rooms 4 tiles tall. Why? Because the biggest, well, not all buildings. Most buildings are 4 tiles tall or under. So these wash basins are 3 tiles tall. The beds are 2. And it's perfectly fine. You could build a bedroom this big. You can build a washroom this big. Okay. Cancel that. So if you're stressed for space or you want to build a real compact base, see these bedrooms, we could actually lower them a tile so they have less room to run. But when you do that, you have to worry about your oxygen and carbon dioxide and such. We'll get into that later. This game gets very, there's a lot to the game. But you have to worry about carbon dioxide production. Let's go to that real quick. Here's some gases. See the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide wants to sink to the bottom. So one of the reasons I'm drilling down early is to build a carbon dioxide pit, a place for the carbon dioxide to fall. Right now it's currently falling right here. And one of the things we can do is like drill this area up like this and create like a little carbon dioxide pit. It'll get trapped in this area a little bit. And we could go 2 tiles down, in fact, and kind of wall it off if we wanted to create a nice little pit right here. But we're going to go down a little bit. Look at all this room we've got. Oh, we've got so much room to play with. So I think we're kind of off a little bit. Yeah, I think the printing pod is off. Huh. And another pocket of water. We're water rich. That's pretty nice. So we can grow some food. What was I talking about? Ah, yes. There you go. Let's keep drilling down. There they go. They're stuck. Now they can get out. See, they can climb up this and squeeze through there. See how their head, like, bobbles down? There we go. All right, we're getting our stuff done. Let's go over here. Let's take a pause real quick and go to... Oh, I wanted to talk about this real quick. There's so much information in this game. Early starts. Hopefully a lot of this stuff isn't going past your head. You're like, what are you talking about? I'm confused. Believe me, I was confused when I first started. It just takes some play, and you start to get it. So here are our manual generators. Duplicates run on these things to charge the batteries. Make sure that you have batteries hooked up before you turn anything on. Like this oxygen diffuser is producing oxygen for us. We actually don't need it to produce oxygen right now. We have huge amounts of pressure in the base. So I'm going to go ahead and disable it. But anyway, make sure that your batteries are hooked up. They don't have to be charged. Make sure you have a power wire attached to the batteries. Let's go to power overlay. So I attached the batteries before I started doing any research. If you don't do that, if you have a hamster wheel attached to a machine before they're hooked up to the batteries, a duplicate will stand on this thing and run on it forever. If you don't have anything hooked up to a battery, they'll run on this thing forever, even though there's no power draw on the machine. They say, oh, there's a machine. It's hooked up. It needs 60 watts. Let me go run on it. So yeah, make sure you hook up. Make sure you have some batteries here and ready to go. That explanation is done. On to the next thing. The next thing is research. Let's click on the research tree. This thing looks intimidating. It was intimidating for me until I just kind of took a look at it. It's very simple. Food, power, solid material, colony development, medicine. It's broken out into categories like it should be. So let's go back up to the top. First thing we want to work on is food production. We want basic farming and meal preparation. So we're going to get this algae terrarium, this planter box, a ration box, a composter, electric grill, egg cracker, a mess table, and a farm tile. Now, a researcher, the professor, should come over here and start researching. And this little guy here, this research station, it requires dirt. It consumes dirt to operate. That's how that works. Now, I'm not going to produce any food right now. We don't need to produce food. What we need to do is explore. We have plenty of food, and we're going to get more food the more we explore and build and drill this place out. There we go. That's built. Let's go down by one more tile. I'm placing these blocks, like I said, room size, typically 4 tiles. So I'm going to be holding to that throughout the base. There will be some odd rooms that I build from time to time that will not be 4 tiles. There we go. And we're just going to go ahead and drill down. We're going to keep going down until we get to to the lower areas here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, and 5. There's oxalite down here. I'm not worried about them having a place to breathe. Let's go ahead and drill out the side so we have some building material on our way. And the gases can flow down here. Oh, here we go. So we can see what's down here. It's chlorine. It's another chlorine environment. Ginger into skill point. We got another slimy biome over here. Ooh, hello. We have a cold biome over here already. Wow. We found that early. That's really good. We've got a lot of really good stuff. I mean, look at this beautiful environment. I mean, we're going to wreck it and everything. You can see these are producing heat. These batteries are horrible. And there we go. They ran on the hamster wheels. Charged the batteries. Professor's researching. I'm not going to give out skill points right now. I want if you give out skill points during the day, they will run. They'll stop what they're doing and then go up here and do that. And then they'll run back. I want the most workout up. Yep, low oxygen down here. That's going to happen as we drill out. So they're going to come to, see their cheeks are puffed out. They're holding their breath right now. It's carbon dioxide down here. Like I say, carbon dioxide wants to sink to the bottom. We'll have to deal with that as well. Chlorine. Little Draco. These guys are really cool. Lots of uses for them. We're going to have to deal with this biome soon. Well, actually, we can drill over here. All right. Coming up, using the bathroom. Got our research done. Let's go ahead and hand out the skills. I like doing the skills at nighttime when they're not doing anything. First thing I do want to do is go ahead and give you hard digging. You can give them little hats. The hats don't do anything. They just help you remember what they can do. Now, my man here, Meep, he's a constructor, and he also starts with super hard digging. But he does not have increased morale, and he does not from learning. So he gets the skill for free. Let's go to improve construction so I remember what he is. He's a constructor. And the professor, she'll skill up tonight, and Marianne will probably skill up tonight as they sleep as well. There they go. Getting their little hats. Me. What you doing there, buddy? You see how Ginger is not getting her hat? That's because she's eating. And if she has some free time, she'll go get it. But no, it's time to go to bed. And then she'll go get her promotion tomorrow morning. I keep these doors closed so these shine bugs won't get in here. Oh, let's put some water in this little big area. Make that a 6. Oop. And then there we go. Got a promotion, the professor. A little bit of light here from the shine bug. That's okay. There she goes, getting her promotion. Yay. We just want 1 bottle of water in here. We're gonna need that a little bit later. Oh, we have a bristle blossom over here ready to get harvested. That's all done. And we'll turn this off like that. How we doing, kids? All right. One of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a wire down this way. A wire. Like this. Like so. And let's go right here. And we'll put in a oxygen diffuser right there. We're going to be drilling out this whole bottom area. And why do I want to drill out the whole bottom area? We've got water over here. I need this water out of the way. We've got most... Oh, yeah. We've got our research done. So we have food prep done. We need to... Let's go to power next. We're going to do power regulation and internal combustion. We'll keep an eye on our food. If it falls too low, then we'll have to do something about that. But we don't need to do anything about that right now. There's a bunch of igneous rock down here and granite. I'd like to make use of that, but I don't think I can. Oh, some iron down here. Good stuff in here. Phosphorite, coal. But, you know, it comes at a price. There we go. So, Marianne, improved farming. You're going to be our farmer. Professor, advanced research. There you go. You'll see how she stopped what she was doing. Marianne took over the research. There you go. All right. So what we're going to do down here is we're going to drill this area out like so. I think, yeah, we're going to cancel that one. We're going to drill this out here. And we're going to drill all the way this way. Oh, drill. Like so. And we're also going to drill this way. And we want to get this oxygen. If you see how they're coming up for oxygen, we want to fill this area up with oxygen as much as we can. That way they don't have to hold their breath while they're down here. There we go. Bringing down some... Oh. Should get another person here in 30 seconds. There we go. Let's go ahead and get that power wire hooked up.